Virginia is seeing the makeup of our communities change very quickly due to immigration. Some people see the issue of immigration as a problem of legality and rule of law. Others view it as an issue of managing diversity and cultural differences within a community. And still others are concerned about the rights of people and the rights of people who have come as immigrants to our country, whether legally or illegally. How do you describe the whole immigration issue and debate, and how would you approach dealing with these concerns of legality, diversity, and personal rights?
First, you've got it right. I mean, very good question. All of the above.
All right.
You know, it really is. It's not just any one particular scope. We have an attorney general that I'm told that at least 3 of his grandparents were illegals. We have a sitting governor in California who apparently broke plenty of laws in terms of coming to the United States and opening up a business on a tourist visa, and and he's now the governor of California. Mm-hmm. So how much are we going to enforce our immigration laws? We've got real problems because there was a promise made when the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, was passed. There were those of us in business who said this was going to ensure a giant sucking sound of jobs going out and low-cost workers coming in. Okay. And that's exactly what happened. There were less than 3.5 million quote illegals in the United States when NAFTA was passed. And that was the principal concern. And they said, if we do this, this will get better. Now we've got between 11 and 12 million, depending upon the statistics that you look at. And who can fault anybody for coming across the border for a better job? My great-grandparents immigrated through Canada. I'm not sure that I'm necessarily the most legal, because I've never seen their entry papers. They may have come across the porous border through Canada. They went down to Topeka, Kansas, and worked in farms, and then got into the railroading business with the Santa Fe, which was where my father was. And we need to go ahead and understand that people that have the right motives for coming here, they're looking for improving their environment, their health of their family. They care about people. We did not go ahead and work on lifting up others. We went ahead and opened up a porous border for corporate reasons. And that's where, if we enforced the corporate laws that were on the books right now, we would go ahead and correct a lot of those problems, because there are laws, and I see it, I've seen it firsthand as a businessman. These are the papers that you're supposed to have if you're going to work for a company, and when they go ahead and flagrantly violate it, who's more guilty? The person who needs a job that wants to feed his family, or the corporation that goes ahead and brings people across the border specifically so that they can lower their wage rates?
Yeah. So, number one, enforce the corporate laws. What about our communities here that already have, folks who have come legally or illegally that, have cultural differences? Do you see anything that we can do as a community?
Well, we're a nation of immigrants. Mm-hmm. 400 years ago, and we're getting ready to celebrate it in Jamestown, and right in the 1st Congressional District, we're going to be celebrating the 400 years. And we started our takeover of the Native American population 400 years ago in Jamestown, and we need to recognize our cultural differences. We need to go ahead and continue to allow people who want to come, that are bringing positive things to the community through. Should they be following it in a legal means? Absolutely. Where that stands, should they be federal offenses versus minor offenses? I think coming across to be able to feed your family is totally justifiable, and what most of the immigrants, including the Irish Americans that came across during the Great Potato Famine, did. It was exactly the reasons that they came across. And Were they here legally or illegally? I can't even point to my own grandparents and great-grandparents and say whether that actually happened. So we try and meld together. That's what we're about. We're a melting pot.
Okay.
One of the great things about America.